Students, this is your video for solving by elimination, and this is your homework assignment, and it's going to be due on January 30th, that's this Friday. No matter what problems I do here in the video, you need to make sure that you complete all of the problems on the page so that you get 100. We do elimination when equations are in standard form. That means they're both in ax plus by equals c. We line up our x's, we line up our y's, and we look for opposites. Okay? Right here is a set of opposites, and when we have a set of opposites, we know those will cancel immediately or eliminate. So in this case, those eliminate because 4x minus 4x goes away. Negative 2y plus 4y is 2y. 14 minus 2 is 12, and then when it's beside it, we divide it, and so y equals 6. And so elimination gets your answer, one of your answers, really fast, so 6 is y. Then you got to take that and plug it back in to either one of the equations. I'm going to plug it in right there to the top one. Then it becomes substitution. We're going to substitute 6 in for y. So y is coming out of the game. 4x minus 2. Y comes out of the game. 6 goes in its place. Equals 14. And now we're going to solve. So we have a single rainbow here. That's 4x. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Equals 14. Add 12 to both sides. 4x equals 26. And when it's beside it, we divide it. So I divide both sides by that, and I find out that 26 divided by 4 is 6.5. So that's the other part of the solution, 6.5 and 6. So go ahead and mark that one off of your answer bank there at the top of the page. Next problem. On this one, I look here, and there are opposites. I look here, and there are not opposites. So I'm going to have to make a set of opposites if I'm going to solve this using eliminations. I have a 1 here. It's easier to make this 1 into the opposite of 2x than it is to make this 2 into the opposite of 3y. I can change this one into a negative 2 by multiplying this entire bottom equation by negative 2. So the top one will stay the same, 2x plus 3y equals 6. But the bottom one will get a kind of a triple rainbow here. Negative 2 times x becomes negative 2x, negative 2 times 2y becomes negative 4y, and negative 2 times a 5 becomes negative 10. Now I draw my line down. Elimination happens there. 3y minus 4y is negative 1y. 6 minus 10 is negative 4. Draw my line down. When it's decided, I divide it. And y equals positive 4. And there's half my answer. Y is 4. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to plug it in to the top right there. So y is coming out. 4 is going in its place. So 2x plus 3 times 4 equals 6. So I left everybody else in place, but it substituted the 4 in for that y. Single rainbow here. So that's 2x plus 12 equals 6. Box that 2x minus 12 from both sides. 2x equals negative 3. Oops, not negative 3, sorry. Negative 6. Then when it's beside it, I divide it. And so x equals negative 3. So I got ahead of myself. Negative 3 was the right answer. So negative 3, comma 4 is the answer. Go ahead and mark that one off of your answer box as well. Next problem. In this case, it's not easy to make a 2 into a negative 3x, and it's not easy to make a 2y into a 5. So this is one of the situations where we have to multiply both the top and the bottom. So I think I'm going to try to eliminate the y's. So to eliminate the y's, I'm going to multiply the top one by the bottom y number, which is 5. And I'll multiply the bottom one by the opposite of that top number. So I'm going to multiply it by negative 2. And then I'm going to get a couple of triple rainbows here. 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times 2y is 10y. And 5 times 9 is 45. Then down here I'm also going to get a triple rainbow. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. Negative 2 times 5y is negative 10y. Equals negative 2 times that is negative 34. There's my cancellation that I wanted to happen, my opposites. So 15 minus 4 is 11x. Equals 45 minus 34 is 11. Divide both sides by 11, and you get x equals 1. Now I'm going to take that and plug it back in. Just plug it in right there, and for any of the x's really. So this will be 3, and instead of x I put in a 1. Keep everything else the same. Plus 2y equals 9. Draw my line down, solving for this guy. Single rainbow, 3 times 1 is 3. Bring down plus 2y, bring down equals 9. Minus 3 to both sides. 2y equals 9 minus 3 is 6. When it's beside it, I divide it. And y equals 3. So the answer to this one is 1, 3. And you can mark that one out of your solution bank as well. I'm going to help you get the majority of this set up, and then I'll leave it for the rest of you to solve. So we have H is going to be hot chocolate, and Y is going to be coffee. And here's the problem. It says the drama club decides to sell hot chocolate and coffee at the game to make money. At one game they sell $1 for hot chocolate and $2 for coffee, and they equaled $3.25. They also know that that day they sold a total of 225, so that's a good total statement right there. How many of each were sold? Okay, so equation 1, I'm going to do my total for that. Equation 1 is hot chocolate plus coffee equaled 225 total cups of stuff. I'm going to do money in the other one. $1, $2, $325. It's $1 for a hot chocolate plus $2 for a coffee. Okay. These are both in standard form because they're in AX plus BY equals C. So to me this one's set up pretty good to do elimination. I don't have any opposites here, but H and H being the same means all I have to do is multiply this top one by -1, and so I'm going to triple rainbow here. -1 times H is -H, -1 times C is -C, and -1 times 225 is -225. Put my other one underneath it. 1H plus 2C equals 325. Draw my line. Elimination happened. That's a 1. -1 plus 2 is just C. -225 plus 325 is 100, and there is half your answer. You're going to take that C and plug it back in for right there. Hot chocolate plus 100 equals 225. Find out how many hot chocolates. So you need to finish this up and get both of those answers and do number 10 on the sheet to make sure that you get full credit for this whole video.